So I was working in visual effects on Star Wars Episode 2, so the Clone Wars. And at the time, I actually was asked to become lead on one of the sequences that was being made there and some of the battle sequences and things that happened during the Clone Wars. And I remember all the time, every day, I would go into these meetings, and then as soon as I would leave the meeting, I would run over to my supervisor and, in a way, get approval, get like a validation of this is what we need to do. This is steps I need to take. So in today's video, I'm going to go into shifting that need to go to others for the approval and validation and going into starting to find it within yourself and stepping into a confidence in yourself. So thank you for joining me. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach, and I help you start to step within and start to build up this confidence, this knowing your worth from within, starting to live a more satisfied life inside, in you, and having that fulfilling life. And currently, if you look in the dialog box below, you'll see I have a freebie that you can snag up for redefining success. So it's going from that place, like I was on Star Wars, where I was chasing after this idea that if I work on these things, I'm going to be good enough, I'm going to have success, I'll be happy. And it's redefining it to knowing and finding that happiness within yourself. So again, do check that out. That's in the dialog box below. And so jumping right into this idea that every time we would have a meeting, I could not just go back to my desk and be like, okay, team, this is what we're going to do. Instead, I had to run to my supervisor who had been there longer, who knew all the things, and get approval before I could say, oh, this is what we're going to do. Even if I knew or I had ideas in me, I never trusted or believed in myself. Instead, I had to go somewhere else to get this approval. And it took years for me to see this pattern actually in myself of not believing in my own worth and not believing I was good enough. And I thought everyone else was better. Everyone else's opinions, everyone else's skills were better than mine. And really all it took was starting to look within myself and starting to see the actual skills that I had and then trusting and knowing those skills within me. So the first thing to start noticing in yourself is knowing your own skills, like knowing what things you are good at and starting to actually pick up on that and see that. And that was something that at that point in my career, I had only been in visual effects for 2 years. So I was just out of college, which of course I was fresh and green. I had no idea. So it's understandable that, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm only a couple years out of college, but I knew the software. I really knew it. Like there was a team around me that there was a handful of us that we knew what we were doing in that, but I didn't believe in it in myself. And I also was good with working with people. Prior to working at the studio, I worked at another one and I was actually the only one they had on staff, so I was a supervisor on every single show that they had. So here I had built up skills of being a supervisor. I built up skills of working with the team and leading people and getting people to feel comfortable and being able to do what they needed to do, their tasks and so forth. So when I got to this place and I was leading on a team on Star Wars, it was kind of like, okay, I had all these skills, but I didn't believe in any of them. So I was always running off to the supervisor there and getting approval, getting, like permission in a way of being able to say, oh, see, oh, okay, okay, I can go do this now. Where really, I often didn't need that, because I had the skills and I had the knowledge. And that's why they even moved me into being a lead, because they knew or saw those skills within me. I just didn't see it in myself. So again, the first things to do is starting to see your own skills and then starting to trust it and see and know that trust. By building up that trust, it's by looking back at it in yourself. Like going, oh, actually, this is what I am doing. Like starting to make a list of like, these are things I am good at, and acknowledging them in yourself. And another thing that, in my case, what I could have done is we would have a team meeting, and then after the team meeting, I would run off to my supervisor. Before running off to the supervisor and getting the approval, I could have sat down and said, okay, these are what I need to do. These are the tasks that I believe need to get done. Okay, now maybe I can go talk to my supervisor if there's certain things I don't really know how to get done, or maybe I'm not sure the process here at this studio, let's find out. Rather than just being like, I'll go and take his word and then that's what I'm gonna go with. So again, it's building up that trust in yourself and building up a knowing in yourself, your abilities and your skills, knowing them and really settling into knowing that in yourself. So a few little things to start you on the road of building up this confidence in yourself, and it's starting to look within and building up that trust in yourself. And as you build that up, then you'll start to build up this confidence in yourself and this knowing in yourself. And like in my case, not having to just run off and be like, I'm getting everyone else's opinions before I can really say, this is what is true in me. This is what will work. And I know it will because I have done this, or I know these skills in myself and how to then progress forward and how to then actually get the tasks done that are needed to get done. So we're going from this place of not really believing in yourself, not believing or having a good enough in yourself, to starting to actually see those things inside of you. And as you see those things, build up that trust, you start to build up that confidence in you. So thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. And thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.